Nnamdi is part of the agendas I am trying to achieve in the southeastern part of Nigeria, said the Deputy Speaker of House of Rep, Benjamin Kalu. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, depending on your time and where you are listening to us from. If this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you will be the first to take it. Let's go down to the news proper as it is hot. Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, have said on he said negotiations were reportedly underway to gain the release of Nnamdi, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, who is awaiting trial, according to Vanguard, citing the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu. Kalu's trial was ordered by the Supreme Court, which accused unrest and sit-at-home protest in the southeast. Benjamin Kalu, the Deputy Speaker, have said that part of what he wants to achieve in the southeastern part of Nigeria is releasing Nnamdi from the DSS detention. And also, of course, you know that Benjamin Kalu has a project going on in Bende. According to him, he wants to bring Igbo billionaires to be able to, see how best they can build factories, companies in that area of Bende in order for there to be more work production and the rest of them for the youth, where the youth, more employment opportunities for the youth. Another thing I'll ask is, what kind of industry are these people trying to build? I hope it's not the kind that cannot even employ graduates. Like there are some companies that Chinese people are citing in Nigeria. You find that these companies cannot even employ graduates. It is just people who are being paid penny, afo, that are being employed there. And you find that these people even overwork themselves. Imagine what people do, and at the end of the day, they are earning things like 25,000, 30,000, even though they don't have certificate. But I think the work, if these people actually want to help the youth, let this work be per hour. I don't know when Nigeria is going to achieve that, but that's not even what I want to say. The point I'm trying to drive to is that every politician in the Southeast that is calling for the support of the people, that wants the people to support his project, that wants the people to support what he is doing, you find out that if that person have not mentioned Nnamdi's name, it will seem as if that person have not started. Soludo did it in his first election. The first time Soludo won the election as the governor of Anambra State, the platform he used was practically that of Nnamdi. Go and check the history. Go back to date. Go back to history. Go back to the records of how Soludo emerged as the governor of Anambra State. He used Nnamdi's platform. And when Soludo was about becoming the governor of Anambra State, under the umbrella ship of Apuga, it was as if there was not going to be an election in Anambra State. And at a particular point in time, Nnamdi said, make everybody mellow, because Soludo promised that once he assumed office, that he is going to do everything necessary, possible, to make sure that Nnamdi is out of the DSS detention. He even started making some comments, indirect comment. Politicians make indirect comments. It is called indirect because why they do those comments is that sometimes after saying it, you might not be able to hold them accountable to any word because they just talk indirectly, and go their way. Now, immediately after Soludo assumed office as the governor of Anambra State, the first thing he did was to visit Nnamdi. He took pictures with him, visited him, had discussions with him, came out and say, told the people this, that, they are making plans, they are moving forward, and the rest of them. I'm driving to somewhere, just calm down and pay attention to what I'm saying, so that you'll be able to know where I am driving at. Because some people are saying, the reason why I'm saying this is that many people have disagreed that Nnamdi has has a structure in Nigerian political, has a firm foundation in Nigerian political structure. And many people are of this opinion that Kanu does not have anything to do with Nigerian political structure. But as it is now, what is shaking the Southeast now, presently, is the incarceration of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the DSS custody. Now, why are they doubting this fact that Kanu has something important to do in the Nigerian political structure? Immediately, he was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria. That was the beginning of destabilization of the southeastern part economy. The economy of the southeast was destabilized. That was the birth of sit at home. The incarceration of Kanu in 2021 was what gave birth to the sit at home. Yes, it gave birth to sit at home. That was when people started sitting at home and they believed that, okay, by doing this sit at home and stuff and thing, that the government will comply, the government will hear the people, the government will be open up to the people and liaise with the people, the government will dialogue with the people, and up until now, there has not been any dialogue, and even the past and the present government have not made any comment on that. Remember that some days ago, the president of NIG and his deputy, Kashim Shettima, they were giving some titles, some Igbo titles in Igbo land. Echiri Hozo, Chie Hanze, Chie Hozo, Chie Ogbuefi. Obono, if it were to be in an Igbo, Tinubu should be answering Ogbuefi Enyi Ndi Igbo, the friends of Ndi Igbo. The friends of Ndi Igbo. Now, you understand where I'm going. And the Nzeno, the king of the village or the town that gave Nani Tinubu Enyi Ndi Igbo. And they gave to Kashi Shettima, I think, or Chudo or something like that, a man of peace, and the rest of them, forgetting the paramount thing that is happening. You know, the Southeast politicians and the rest of them think that the best way to get things from Nigeria government is by indirectly applauding them, indirectly eulogizing them, indirectly giving them titles and the rest of them and the rest of them and the rest of them. But that is not the way. Asina asweza anyeme gini. Ekpulu nkata n'isi gwezo okwu gwe ifo na-eme. Oka mma na siso eze anya kpulu nkata n'isi gwa kenezi ifo na-eme ka eze mala ebe ọ na-eli mpeli ndị Igbo. You know, I will keep pointing at this thing. The reason why I started referring back to Anambra State election was what is because of what is happening now in Bende. The deputy speaker of the House of Reps has come out now. He wants to establish a project. There's a project he's establishing, and he's saying that if you watch his first point of statement, go and read the first paragraph of his information, you will find out that first of all, what he started talking about is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is his brother. That the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is his brother. And I started following his write-up, his speech, to see the procedures, the steps that have been taken, the plans that have been made. This is a political matter. So for somebody to come and say, we don't want to televise, we don't want to bring everything on social media and the rest of them, that everything is not on social media. Everybody needs to know the plan. What is actually going on? Look at what is happening in the Southeast. These politicians are in their house. If you think they are doing something, sometimes they are not even doing anything because they are in their house. They have their peace. Their journey, whether there is light or no light, they have light. Whether there is food or no food, they have food. Whether there is fuel scarcity or not, they have fuel. Whether there is nothing is happening in this country that concerns them, they don't even care. They don't even want to know. What they know is that one that enters their pocket. And whatever project they are establishing, if something is not running into their pocket, they are not doing it. How many of these politicians have made sacrifice for this country if they actually want the togetherness, the peace of the country? The politicians are cruising in SUV. Why the populace, why the people, their subjects are dying in hunger, in famine. A lot of Nigerians are famished. Look at what happened this past December. Naira scarcity, And I am asking, what happened to the naira? Who hoarded the naira? Where did naira go to? Go to POS to withdraw now. They have started increasing money again. It's just that people, bank managers and the rest of them, officials are using this thing for their business. They are selling the naira now. People buy their money with their money. You could imagine after working hard. But that aside, let's go back to the point before I will be shooting out of point. The point I'm trying to raise here is that people should stop this denial of the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has a big portion in Nigerian political structure. Since he was extraordinary rendition from Kenya to Nigeria, he has destabilized the economic system, the political structure, the GDP, the gross domestic product of the Southeast. The GDP of Southeast is going down because of the sit at home and the rest of them, and you are telling me that this man does not have anything to do with the Nigerian political structure. You are telling me that his incarceration is not affecting the nation at large. It is affecting everybody. But the thing is that African politicians have pride. That's just it. They have pride. And that is why Africa in general will continue to be the way it is, because the president does not take advice. The vice president does not take advice. The senator does not take advice. The senate president does not take advice. The deputy senate president does not take advice. The speaker of house does not take advice. Neither does the deputy take advice. The government, even the common local government chairmen, you could imagine that when somebody becomes a local government chairman in Nigeria, he will automatically become a millionaire. Why in some countries, even ministers, I read something in one country like that, I will still find it out, that a minister in that country could not afford a home. She is living in her parents' house. Meanwhile, a minister in Nigeria, after his stay in office, you will be hearing things like money laundering, 50 billion, 500 billion, 1 trillion. And you will be asking yourself, what is one person doing with this trillion? Nothing. All they do is go America, buy house, go London, buy house, go Dubai, buy house, go there, buy house, buy this one, buy land. This is the same thing one of the accountant general in the Nigerian army did, squandered the funds, even for military procurement funds, everything was squandered, and now his children are fighting for his property, and the government are going after him. You can see what these politicians are doing. Now, Benjamin Carlo has started a project in Bende, and the first statement he made is that they are working underground to release Nnamdi Kanu. And I was waiting for an elongation of that particular talk, for him to give the people in details, for him to give in details, for him to, practical ways, practical means, how far have you gone, what has been done. And the last thing he said that is that the Southeast people should calm down, let there be peace. Nobody is talking about war. Everybody wants peace. If there is war here now, everybody will run away. So everybody wants peace. But what everybody is saying, let the right thing be done. Let the politicians stop playing with the people's intelligence. Because normally they are playing with people's intelligence. The ohanezendigbo said they should be given 40 days. And the 40 days have passed. Nothing has happened. And they did not come out to tell the people, because if you look at what is happening in Africa political structure, you will find out that is why they will not allow people like Nnamdi Kanu to exist, because they don't want the people of truth. They don't want people who can, give account of what had been done in the government. People leave office without giving account. It happens in so many villages. So they don't need people like that. They want people who, after their office, they take their own record, and people will not know the trace of what happened in the government, and the other people that are coming will start afresh. That's what they want. And when you see how African political structure is being run, you find that it is more anarchical. It's more like a monarchy form of government. It's more like an anarchy form of government or something like that. I don't even know, they are now getting close to communism and the rest of them. But the thing is that the politicians in Africa don't care about their people. All they care is about their pockets. No good road, no good hospital, no good school, no railway, no good social amenity, no pipe-borne water. Practically, Nigerians provide everything for themselves. You are the one who build your house. You are the one who dug your borehole. You are the one who painted. You are the one who wired the house. You are the one who brought other countries like Westerners. They are doing these things for the citizens. All you need to come, if you have money, you come and pay. There is a house there already. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding down the curtain, and my point is trying to say is that nobody should deny the fact that Nnamdi Kanu has a lot to do in the Nigeria and the Southeast political structure. And I think the Southeast politicians should do everything possible to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu is protected and also that he is set free from the DSS detention in order to have peace in the southeastern part of Nigeria. Because as it is now, a lot of things are happening. Nobody knows who is who. Everybody is saying, go to sit at home is because of Nnamdi Kanu. There are many groups now. People don't even know who is who. So I think if these politicians have the interests of the Southeast at heart, let them come together and meet the president and say, Baba, the only way to sort the matters now is to release this man for us. Makanasina, ofonye sibe or elisi. Man ora sibe lo ofonye ade elisi. Meanwhile, na here, can double here,